Hello, I'm Emmeline.
And I'm Kendi, coming to you live from Kendi's closet.
And welcome to Stuff with Moms, a podcast about shows, stories, and enjoying life. And we're here together in Kendi's closet.
I was just like throwing Emmeline off.
You did. I was like, I was going to say that well. And then I did anyway, and then now it sounds silly.
No, it works. It's great. We get to be face to face today, and it's fun.
It is fun. We are actually face to face. All right, so how has your month been?
It's been great. So when you guys were over, it made me reflect on how life has changed in the sense of I either need to learn how to be more social, not social, but more, I think more social.
My kids are great. It's just Clark's learning when it's appropriate to make certain comments.
Oh, yeah. No,
Like,
Clark was entertaining.
I don't like this food. Why did you destroy it? Or whatever he says.
I care. I wish I wrote it down. No, he's entertaining. No, it's not that at all. Because I have this problem where I want to do things with people, but then the process of doing it deters me from actually doing it.
Gotcha.
Like the effort of inviting people over to our house and actually hosting people. Like I feel like I suck at it. And like I'm a boring person that who wants to come and hang out with me is my dilemma.
Well, that's totally opposite. You were a great hostess, and we had an awesome time.
Well, good. It was
I just
so
felt
fun to
bad
have you
because
guys.
Clark has no filter.
No, you're fine. He's a kid. He's learning. And if he doesn't, you know what? There are some social things I wish we didn't curb into our children, because honesty seems to be like a thing that we tend to not appreciate as much, because I don't know, I feel like the niceties of life, they don't really help develop us as people. Like what I'm talking about, we just kind of are very surface level, and get
be
deep.
polite, I get what you're saying.
There's politeness, but then there's also, I don't know, I feel like even as women, like I think our feelings get hurt way too easy.
Yeah.
And which isn't a bad thing, but it's also like it causes us to tiptoe around other people, and not like you witness guys, they're just whatever, you know? It's whatever. And they're really good at it because they're not rude. I mean, they could come across that way, but that's just because they're not as sensitive as women are, as I am anyway, I should say. There's some women that aren't, and there's some women that are very truthful, which is a breath of fresh air, but at the same time you kind of have to grow a thick skin around them because they'll tell you how it is, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, and sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like little kids that don't have a filter yet, like you hear what they're thinking.
Yes, you do. Like with Clark.
So it was almost like yours was like, I was like, Kendi will be all right if...
Yeah, no, it was very entertaining. Well, and it was hilarious because towards the end of the day, I was like, okay, maybe I should help out a little bit, because he comes over. Thankfully, Matt is very easygoing. He came, I don't know if you saw this, but he came over, he had French fries. He didn't have any more dip, and he dipped it into Matt's little French fry, little sauce pile, because we had hamburgers and French fries, you guys. And so he ran out, and he came. I
didn't see that at all. I would have been like, Clark.
So I was like, hey, Clark, do you need some fry sauce? And I kind of helped him out, but I was like, just so you know, you don't do that. That's not polite. But I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't say just so you know. I was like, just ask first, or I can't remember. I just made some comment.
Well, at least it shows how comfortable he was here, right?
Or does it? Because it seems like he would do that
anyway.
no matter where.
That's true.
No, it was awesome. I just struggle, and so I just think of, I listened to a guy's podcast, Jordan Harbinger, and I talk about that guy all the time, but he has like a 5-minute networking thing that I've wanted to kind of look into just to see if it'll help me be more comfortable reaching out to people and hanging out with people. And even if I go to their house, I don't talk much. I want to have a conversation, but when I'm next to the person, my mind goes blank.
Yes.
Like I can't think of anything. And I'm like, how do I get past this? Because I can
give you a tip of what really works for Kyle, because he does this thing. And I don't know if the reason why is because he used to freeze up, but he thinks about the person and what they're going through in life and whatever. And he comes up with questions beforehand of stuff that he's gonna ask them about, and then they get talking, and then it flows easier after that.
Okay.
But he comes up with like 1 or 2 questions ahead of time, like for instance, like our niece Valerie, she is at school, and so he was like, I'm gonna ask her, and she just got a new car. And he's like, I'll ask her about those things. And then it got the conversation flowing, and then it was easy after that.
Fine. Yeah.
But
that's awesome. Maybe I'll try that. The other problem, and I think it's the bigger problem, is I can't remember things. Like, people tell me things. It's happened often with you and with Matt, where I'll find something out, and I'm just as surprised as it's the first time I've heard of it. And you're like, I've told you this before. I'm like, I'm sure you have, but I can't remember things. And it's even with people that I don't interact with a whole lot, or that I interact with a lot. And it's like, how do I not remember these things? Or maybe it's just something where, I don't know.
I do the same thing. I'm like, how do I not remember that? Like, luckily, Kyle and I do most everything together. So if I don't remember something, he does, and he'll be the one to be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that," and I'm like, "Good," because
you're like, "Good thing you're here." So. Yeah. Well, it's funny because the other day, Matt remembered I took a weather class. I can't remember what the term is called when you study weather. What is that called?
Meteorology?
Meteorology. I took a meteorology class, and he remembered and I didn't.
Do you remember now?
Vaguely. Clearly it made an impact.
Yes. Such a good class.
Yeah. I think because I was like, I took this in high school. I feel like this is like a repeat of information I'm never going to remember. Obviously. So I don't know. Even taking ginkgo biloba, and it's not helping. I mean, it helps, but
what the heck words did you just say? Ginkgo biloba?
I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but it's like a brain herb.
Oh,
that helps you to remember things or processing. I don't know. It helps your brain, but I do notice. Isn't it fun? Ginkgo biloba.
Ginkgo biloba.
Like I said, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it is super fun to say.
That is. I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, I did finish my blanket though.
Yay!
I'll have to take a picture of it so we can post it on the Facebook. Yes. But
that would be awesome.
Yay! My first and second blanket, because it's the first one I started, but the second one I finished because I did make Anders a blanket, and fun. That was the first one I finished. But anyway.
Well, maybe we'll take pictures of both of them.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you definitely can see the difference.
Maybe not. Okay,
it's just
you'll have to go to Facebook to see what we decided.
Yeah, surprise. But yeah, how has your month been?
Oh man,
yeah,
it's been a lot. So we've been just here in Utah for the month. All my siblings were at my parents' house. So it was like we had 2 family reunions.
Yeah.
It was an unplanned family reunion, but we were there, and
That's fun.
everybody was there, and so
Their siblings and families too?
Yeah.
So like, oh my gosh.
it was everybody.
That's awesome.
It was great.
Good thing they have a big house for it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if everybody at that house in Lehigh that you were in?
Oh my gosh. We would have had to be outside.
You'd have to go to a church or something. Like, let's hang out at a church.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't have
worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Camping at the Riches. There'd be like 7 tents outside?
Yep.
There's not even room for the tent.
And there's only the one bathroom. Like, that would have been...
that's true.
That would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
You would have had to have, like, a time slot.
Yeah. Do you have pictures of that house?
I think I have one of, like, a
your
couple
parents?
inside. And
Okay. I know there's one of me and you in the living room.
yeah. And then there's, like, we probably have one in almost all the rooms. Probably not the 2 back rooms. But
Oh, okay.
I don't even think I took a picture of that bathroom.
I remember
I
the
wish I
kitchen.
would've.
Yeah. I don't remember the bathroom. I remember your room, the living room, and the kitchen.
The carpeted bathroom.
Yeah. How could I not remember that?
It was like 70s carpet, like the orangey, brown,
I don't remember it
yellow
at all.
stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
In a bathroom.
In a bathroom, so gross.
Surprised
Yeah.
you guys didn't wear shoes in there, but I guess you just get used to how things are.
Yep. Adapt.
Yeah.
For
Yep.
the worse.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Anyway, not to sidetrack, but
No, so I got to see all my siblings. We did lots of fun stuff. We went to the planetarium, which was a Clark request because
okay.
I think at one point my dad told Clark that he named the planetarium after him.
Oh no.
And so Clark shows up at the planetarium. This is my planetarium!
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was like,
Dad.
you gotta be careful what you tell this kid. He takes everything at face value. But I remember my grandpa, my dad's dad,
Yeah.
he had a missing pointer finger.
Okay.
And he always told me, at first he told me, like, because he loved to fish, that he caught the biggest fish and it bit his finger off. And so for years,
That's what you thought.
I believed it.
Well, yeah, I would.
Because when grown-ups tell you stuff, it's the truth, right?
Yeah.
No, that isn't what happened.
Oh.
He lost it, fixing an engine.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, but it's just like Clark thought the planetarium was named after him.
Yeah.
But we went there and it was a lot of fun. We went and saw one of the dome shows and saw the cool. They had a lot of new like exhibits there. Which
Oh, they
was
do?
really fun. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was really cool. So if you're in Utah, go to Clark Planetarium. It's really cool. And
Yeah, it's named after Clark.
He thinks it is.
Yeah.
Then we went disc golfing and hiking, and we went to the pool
Oh, I bet
one day.
Ben loved that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
He did. Kyle went with them a couple times, I think. So, we went to the pool, and all of us got really sunburnt because we stayed the whole, we were there for several hours, and I forgot to put sunscreen on Clark or Lorenzo, but Lorenzo didn't burn. Which is surprising because Clark spends time outside. Lorenzo rarely spends time outside. Anyway, he didn't burn.
Huh.
But
Maybe his skin absorbed all the sun he needed because he's rarely outside. It's like, I won't burn. I need this.
that would make sense. I don't think that's how it works.
No,
but
it's not.
makes sense.
The things we put in our head to explain things.
Away.
Is very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, and my sister Kendra cut my hair.
Yes.
So I have a foot and a half less hair than
Yeah.
I did.
It's like just past her shoulders.
Yep. And it used to go down halfway down my backside. Is that the nice way of saying butt?
Or you could just say butt. Everybody knows what you mean when you say that.
We had so much fun spending time with them. Then we went to Kyle's side of the family, And we went to this big, giant house that holds all of us, and spent the family reunion there. And, you know, I think that's where we went 2 years ago. Have we been recording that long? Have I already described this house? Anyway, maybe not. Maybe. Anyway, it's got like
I can't say because I remember it, but I don't remember
if it was for the podcast or not.
or if it was just me and you talking.
Okay, well, a recap, if I've explained it before. Because
It's
we
been
went
2
to
years.
the same place.
Maybe no one will remember, so maybe this will be good for everybody.
Yeah. It had like a pool and like a basketball / pickleball / volleyball court. It's got like 2 ponds. They have swans and Canadian geese and
Wait,
pigs.
what's a Canadian geese? How is it
They're
different than just a geese? A goose.
It's got like the black head and the brown body
Oh, okay.
and the black neck.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
remember what the...
Oh,
and-
yeah.
And
I
the
remember
little, like,
the
white part on
movie
their face.
about the
Oh, yeah. The geese.
flying home, or I can't remember what
those
it
are
was called.
Canadian geese.
Okay, got it.
Or are they ducks?
No, they weren't ducks. They were
Okay.
geese.
All right.
I remember the long necks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, they were Canadian.
Okay, got it. Cool. Both white and Canadian you had.
Yeah. So,
Very
except the
diverse
swans.
of you guys. Oh, that's right.
They were
Oh.
2 swan
Are
families.
there white gooses?
Yeah.
Geeses?
Yeah. They're just the regular type.
Why am I getting swans and gooses confused?
Well, swans have very big, like, feathers, and they look elegant on the water. They look like one of those fancy
They look
elven
like a
ships.
swan. But then a goose, and don't they have long necks? I guess they're tall.
They do have long necks. They
But
just
they
don't have
don't-
the fancy feathers or the big bodies.
And and their necks don't curve. I think they're just straight up, aren't they?
Yeah, with the head,
Yeah.
like kind of like that,
Okay. I know things.
instead of like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
All elegantly. Just think elegance, and that's your swan.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
But we like hung out in the pool. We played board games. We went boating. That was beforehand. We went out on Kyle's older brother.
Oh, you were describing the house, and I distracted you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's got
You're done with the
lots
house.
of rooms, lots of bathrooms.
Yeah, if you've
lots
seen
of
a room
space.
and a bathroom, just duplicate that multiple times and you got it.
Ooh, my favorite part is it has like this ginormous kitchen, right?
Okay.
But then right next to it, it has this ginormous scullery. It's like the pantry, but it has like
but with another
a huge fridge and stovetop and, you know.
Oh, that's the dream.
Oh, my gosh.
I love that.
I was like, this would be so cool to have in my house.
I went to Michelle's brother's house, and they had that. They have like the kitchen, but then it's like in front of this like walk-through pantry area where there's also a sink and another stove.
Yes.
And like, it's amazing.
Oh.
I'm like, this is the best thing ever. I would never use the extra stove unless...
Family is there.
Yeah, I
like-
mean, I guess I would if I had this big, huge house and be like, everybody come to my house because I have the biggest house to use all this stuff. And we'll
Exactly.
cook at my house.
And everybody would come all the time because
Yeah.
it would be fun.
No. That's what I need. I need a big house, and then I'll feel more comfortable hosting people.
It will just come
wouldn't
automatically.
change. Yeah, right. New house and bing, you're good at hosting. No.
We did go boating at Lake Yuba, so that was cool.
Nice.
I've never heard of Lake Yuba, but it was a pretty lake.
Drive through it, past it. I drive past it every time I go to Kanash.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
It's down that way.
Yep.
And then we had a talent show, which was really fun.
Yeah?
I love the talent shows. Like, we did one the first and second and third years, I think. And then I think the grown-ups were like, let's not do that anymore. But I still wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But anyway, they brought them back this year. I don't know if it will be at the next one either. But
Maybe every other year is more tolerable than every year.
maybe. But all the kids did, like, really cool things. A couple of them played the piano. And then there were some, like, athletic-y sort of tricks
Oh, okay.
that, people that have good muscles can do. Lorenzo stood up and recited the alphabet backwards.
That's impressive.
I think he was planning on showing, like, his animation that he's made online.
Oh, okay.
But he couldn't. He asked for my computer, and I brought it to him and gave it to him. I don't think he could find it and pull it up.
That's unfortunate.
I think he could find it. I don't think my computer was connected to the internet, and we were already sitting all down, and the talent show had started.
Okay.
And so
And
he
it was
didn't
kind
want
of
to be
his
like,
turn.
yeah, he didn't want to be like, somebody tell me the Wi-Fi password or whatever. So he just ended up not doing it and got up and said, the alphabet backwards.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's good to have backup talent.
It is. One of my Kyle's oldest sister, Janalee, went up and played the song Gethsemane, and she invited.
Such a beautiful song.
Yes, she invited whoever wanted to go.
Oh, okay. To sing with her.
And so a whole bunch of the people, because the piano was upstairs, and we were all sitting downstairs in the like kitchen.
But it's like a balcony kind of thing. You
Yes.
could see the. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very movie-like.
It was fancy. So a whole bunch of the kids and a few grown-ups went up to sing Gethsemane. And Clark's the best singer.
Yeah.
He got up there and he sings the way he always does, which is
Gorgeous.
full force.
Okay. So you could definitely hear him.
So one of my nieces, as he was going up the stairs, they're like, oh, like, are we going to be able to hear Clark? And I was like, you're going to be able to hear Clark.
He'll be the only one you can hear. Everybody else has got to come up to his level.
Oh, but there's that part where it, like, goes soft and then crescendos.
Yeah. He's really good at that.
Fight was won by Jesus. He, like, gets up there. Like,
Oh, wow.
He's like, he does start soft and then he
Yeah.
crescendos. And he's
That's
got
amazing.
some good music theory in there.
That's
So.
good. Gotta have that.
And then Kyle and I did this skit. My sister Kendra did this skit when she was in high school. Her and her best friend did it, and it's like this skit where there's like, how many characters? There's the knight, the guard, the gate guard, the king, the queen, the princess. And then you kind of go back and forth because there's only two of you. One person's the knight, one person's the gateman, and then the person that's the knight has to switch to being the king, and the gateman talks to the king, and then the person who's the gateman has to switch to the queen, and then the king talks to the queen, and then the king has to switch to being the princess, and the queen talks to the princess, and then it's kind of like switcheroosies,
Yeah.
but we had props so you knew which character we
Oh,
were being.
okay.
So we set them all out on the chairs, and we switched around who we were being, and Kyle was the princess, and it was...
Did he do like a thing?
Yes!
That is awesome.
And he had this, like, pink fan. So he'd
Fan himself.
and talk in his high voice.
Oh, I bet that girl.
No, thank you.
That was so awesome.
It was so great.
Yeah.
I wish I could have, like, I should have had somebody record it, is what I should have done.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was funny. We had a good time. And then we always have, like, a family game of soccer. So there's this giant field, and we played soccer. Well, and then there were the fuddy-duds like me that would sat on the sidelines and just watched. But it was
You
fun.
didn't play soccer?
No.
Why not?
When I run now, I kind of pee my pants.
Oh, yeah. No, that's me too. Yep. Anders is always like, Mom, how come you don't run faster? I'm like, well, you know, I always have to pee my pants. He's like, well, how come you always have to pee your pants? Well, I had 2 kids, buddy.
I don't know how ladies run around that have more kids than what I had.
Right?
You know? I'm like,
Lots of
Kegels.
practice. Yeah, we're that. Yep.
Maybe I should do more Kegels.
Yeah, my sister-in-law would have that. She's like, I can't do jumping jacks. but now she can. And it's all her working out and stuff. And
That's
maybe she did
awesome.
Kegels or whatnot. But yeah, it is possible.
All right.
And
I'll
she's
get
had
there.
5 kids. So
But see, mine has always sucked. Like when I cough sometimes, even before I had kids, I'd pee my pants. So
great abs, terrible bladder.
terrible bladder control.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, but yeah,
I have to cross my legs when I sneeze.
Yeah, I have to like sit on my foot.
Listeners, I'm sure you wanted to know this. I could see where you were going with it, and I was like, oh, this is going to be fun.
What is she going to say?
Yeah. So, listeners, be grateful that you can hold your bladder, because it sucks.
It does. It sucks so bad.
I won't go into detail of my issues, but just know it's the worst. So anyway, you didn't play soccer because your bladder.
But, there were several of us.
Which would have been me too.
Anyway, so yeah, we've been having a great time just traveling and visiting. And I was able to see, my best friend from high school,
good.
Jen, and that was really awesome. And she was actually leaving that day to go to New Zealand. And I'm like, that's cool.
That is cool. What's she going there for?
She had a friend that was getting married.
Oh, nice.
So
destination wedding.
Exactly.
That you could actually go to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But she was like, we're going to spend extra time there and have a good time. I'm like, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
She's going to go to Hobbit Town.
and probably
visit.
The Hobbit.
Yeah. So.
That's cool.
I'm like, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because Australians, someday I'm going to be there. I promise. And I'll hit New Zealand on the way. So.
Yeah. She's coming.
I'm coming.
Watch out. It'll be a surprise. You won't know when.
Or maybe you will because I'll announce it on the podcast.
Yeah. To all our Australian listeners, of which we have 0.
Maybe we do have one.
Maybe. Have we seen any downloads?
I haven't seen any from there.
Yeah. And unfortunately, our Qatar visitor has moved.
Yep. But
Qatar listener?
We still have some European listeners. So, hello, European listeners.
Hello.
Okay, so that was a lot of our month.
That's a lot. I mean, you've had a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
So, which is great.
It was.
It's always good to visit family, especially when you live so far.
Yeah.
Rude.
So, hello, all of my family. I was going to say the last names, but hello, Kyle's side and Emmeline's side.
Yep.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you very much. You're most of our listeners. We appreciate you. Lots and lots. So, the word of the day, and I already forgot how to pronounce it, desultory.
Let's say it sounds familiar.
Well, I'm glad it's not familiar, so I can stump you.
It's abandoning an area.
No.
Okay.
That's what I would think as well. It's a formal word used to describe something that lacks a plan or purpose, or that occurs without regularity. It can also describe something unconnected to a main subject, or something that is disappointing in progress, performance, or quality.
So, not our podcast.
No.
Because we plan these.
Yep.
I know sometimes it might not sound like it, but we do.
Yes.
All right, we got one of our box questions.
Yep.
Are you ready? What is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten?
You want me to go first, or how about
I can
you?
go first if you want me to.
Go first.
So my sister brought home, my sister Jonica, she went to China and taught English. She had a really good time. and had lots of cool experiences, but she brought home some weird stuff.
As one does when you visit a
One
foreign
of them was
country.
like this egg that's been buried, and they dig them up.
What?
Boiled egg, and you eat it.
Does it cook when it's buried? Is that
No, I think they cook it first.
it and then bury
and
it?
then bury it.
Huh.
And then it's
Okay.
like something they eat over there.
Interesting.
Buried eggs. I don't know. And then, but it looked really gross, so that isn't the thing that I ate.
Okay.
But she also brought back suckers with bugs in them.
Ew.
And
She didn't
I
have
was
to go
like,
to China for that.
That's true. You can find those at weird stores here.
Yeah.
But it was one of the things she brought back.
Okay.
And I ate it. I ate
What bug did you pick?
It was a cricket.
Ugh. Okay.
So
You had a China cricket. What was that? What was that like?
I
Was the
ate
candy good at
the
least?
candy was a sucker.
Okay.
Like it wasn't that bad. So I sucked, and then I bit it and really fast and swallowed it. So I wouldn't have to
actually taste the cricket.
Exactly. I just tasted candy, but now I can say that I ate a cricket.
There you go.
But when I was little, there was this movie that came out when we were like 12.
Uh-huh.
It was called like Yellow Dog, I think. Anyway, this kid kind of goes out, and it was right around the time when I read Hatchet, and
Oh my gosh, that is a throwback.
yeah.
I haven't heard about that book in forever. I don't remember what it's about, but I remember reading it.
Yeah,
or
so it's
something.
kind of like the same premises where the kid gets stranded and has to kind of survive until help arrives. So with Yellow Dog, he had to eat. He like ground up bugs and ate them, and I was curious. I was like, if I had to survive on bugs, could I do it? It was also around the time when Lion King came out, so it's like all these bug eating shows.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Everybody's eating bugs. I gotta
I
try
gotta
it.
see if I could survive on bugs.
Yeah.
Because if a lion can do it and a couple of boys can do it, Emmeline should be able to do it.
Yeah.
So I went outside and I caught some ants and kind of squished them so they wouldn't crawl around in my mouth. I didn't get all of them because one was crawling around in there.
Oh.
I popped them in my mouth and then like licked off my hand because I had to get them all.
Yeah.
They're kind of like really acidic
Ew. Yeah.
and crunchy,
Yeah.
and they get stuck in your teeth, which was gross. Because like all their little parts,
Yeah.
Are
tiny.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll find them
And it probably doesn't really
a
taste.
day later. It feels like oh, there's the leg. I didn't get that with brushing. But
That is
I've
hilarious.
eaten ants.
You've eaten ants. Of your
And a
own
cricket.
free will. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's hilarious.
What about you? What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
So it was when I went to go visit my sister Nikki in Korea. And we went to go see a movie, and part of their treat, like where you go buy popcorn and candy and stuff like that, they have calamari, which is squid. And I tried that. It's not very good. It's very gummy, chewy, and it was fried, so it kind of added that little extra flavor, which was good because it doesn't really.
What was
wasn't
the
good.
taste, though? Because you described the texture. Did it taste like...
It didn't. I don't remember the taste. I don't think it really tasted like anything. I want to say fishy, but I don't even remember that. Like it was just gummy, just really chewy. Yeah,
Does it taste like a balloon?
kinda.
That's
no.
what Because that's what... And then there's this movie that my family watched a lot when I was a kid. It's called It Takes Two.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of like Parent Trap, but not.
Yeah.
Because it was the Olsen twins, and they were two different girls, and they just switched places because they found each other, and they're like, we look alike. And they
Yeah.
were strangers, but they switched places.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But at one point, the girl who went to the fancy house, got offered escargot. And she grabs it and pops it in. She's like, thanks. And pops it in and she's chewing it. And she's like, this tastes like a balloon. And he's like, it's snails, miss. And she's like, snails. Right. Anyway, that's a fun movie.
Yeah.
If ever you want to watch it with your kids.
It's been a long time since I've seen that
Oh,
one.
you've seen it? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time.
I love it.
But yeah. And then there is a delicacy that I witnessed my niece, Janice, eat. And it's called balut. And what it is, it's a duck or a chicken egg that has been fertilized. And they let it grow for a certain amount of time. So there's an actual baby duck that they cook and they eat. And I watched her eat this thing. It is so disgusting. It is so disgusting.
Is it like still in the egg?
Yeah. Yeah. They cook the whole egg. I'll show you a picture.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm just not used to it because we eat the adult versions and we eat the pre-4. So
pre-fertilized or not
exactly.
fertilized. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
It looked gross.
It looked so gross. Like, you just eat everything except the beak and the feet. Yeah. Yeah. I remember what it looks like. I think it grossed me out so much I had to look away because I couldn't witness her actually eating the thing. So, but yeah.
Did you like go to a restaurant and she ordered it?
Yeah. Yeah. We went to this little shop that sold them and some other things, I think. Because I don't remember eating while she was eating it.
Right.
Which would have been good because I don't think I could finish anything that I ordered if I was watching her eat this baby duck. Yeah. So gross. Because there's like black feathers and there's like just even the black feathers just is a huge deterrent.
Why would you want to eat feathers? Yeah.
Right?
No.
Yeah. So gross. But she liked it. She did it on more than one occasion, if I recall. Janice,
Wow.
I'm sorry if I get any of this wrong. You let me know if you ate more than one, but just the one was enough for me to be like, So thankfully calamari is about as weird as I've gotten. But no insects. I've never been so inclined to eat an insect. I think after the calamari and watching her eat a duck, I was like, I don't need to eat weird food. I'm good. I don't need to experience that side of life.
I'm good with the good stuff.
No amount of peer pressure will get me on those. And I think my brother-in-law was really trying to pull punches to get me to eat it. I was like, no.
Never.
No. I won't even try snail.
It's escargot.
Yeah.
It's escargot, miss.
Yeah. It's a snail. Oyster. I won't even eat that either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why would you eat a snail? It has it has its own saliva. That's like an okra. Ugh. That stuff is so gross. Do you like it?
No, but
it's
huge
a southern in the
thing.
South. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Never came across it until we moved to Arkansas. And there's a reason why it hasn't moved out of the South. They already eat weird things as it is. But
I don't know. I think
crawdads?
One of the things that they eat that's weird that I found at the grocery store is like liver, just like minced liver.
Ew.
And they sell it in like blocks, like bricks of liver.
What do they do with that?
They like put like breadcrumbs on it and fry it.
Okay.
So it's probably good, but I haven't tried it. When I saw it in the store, I was like, oh, this will be perfect for my dogs. So
yeah,
I feed ground up liver to my dogs. And the people there eat it. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
And they tell me it's good.
Ugh.
I believe them, but I'm not going to eat it.
No. Why would you eat something that is meant to clean your system?
But it's actually got lots of good stuff for you.
How is that possible?
Well,
that's what I don't understand. It's a filter.
It is,
but it keeps all the crap. Because it's filtering out all the crap.
It's creating the bile that your body needs, yes. But what it's made of provides very nutritious things for you.
Huh.
It's full of nutrients.
Wow.
All the vitamins and minerals your body could want.
It's the thing that every crappy thing goes to.
Yeah, but if you look at predators, the things that they go after first,
that's true,
are the things that are healthiest for you.
Person's liver. I'm eating it's still weird. It's so gross. I hate liver. It's disgusting. My mom feels bad, thankfully, for making me eat it as a kid.
Oh, you've eaten it before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I know it's disgusting.
So my mom thought it was
so gross. But my mom
gross.
never fried it up or anything, so maybe that.
How'd you eat it?
She just cooked it like I guess not fried it up, but maybe she
ground
fried
beef?
it up. She didn't. No, it wasn't ground. It was whole, and so there was no breading or anything. And it was just, I don't know if she baked it or she fried it, but that was it. That was all she did to it, and then tried to make me eat it. I remember sitting at the table by myself because I was not going to touch that stuff. I tried one bite and I was like, no. I'll sit here until it's bedtime. I refused to eat it. So.
Oh, that's so funny. That was our rule too. I wonder if other families did that. I don't know if it's a thing now.
I don't think so. I think it's my little sister, and I think she's amazing for doing this. I don't do it. I don't know why, but if they don't eat it, that's what they have for breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's more rare. I don't think that's as common.
But it's not like we had to stay at the table until, my kids never had to stay at the table until they finished
mine don't either. Yeah. They have to have a bite at least.
No, that's not true. I do make my kids sit there until they eat it.
I
lied. But every once in a while, if
you
they're
haven't for a while, that's probably why you forgot, because they
why.
are older. Yeah.
But there is times where I'm like, yes, you can go play, but when you want food later, you have to eat this.
Yeah, no snacks. You can finish your dinner.
Yep.
I do definitely do that with Anders.
But it's funny because there's certain things that I make that are perfectly fine, that both of my boys went through a phase of I don't want to eat that. And it's not like it's a gross thing. It's not like it's a weird thing. It was just they didn't want to eat it. And I was like, I know you don't like it, so I didn't give you very much.
Right.
I gave you a lot of the other stuff that I knew you liked, but this is important that you get all the food groups.
Yeah.
And so that's when I'm like, it's here for you later when you want to eat.
Yeah, when you're getting hungry.
Nope.
So, you've got wrong lyrics with moms.
I sure do. So, this is the one that I couldn't think of when we first did it. When I was like, there was one my siblings always made fun of me for. And this is the song. I finally remembered it. It's Reach Out by the Four Tops.
Okay. Reach out and touch me?
Just reach out.
Oh, okay. Not that one.
I don't know what song you're thinking of.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look it up. But this is Abida.
Oh, okay.
And I love it, come at you. Abida.
Abida? I thought it was I'll be there.
It is. Those are my wrong lyrics, Kindy. I always thought it was Abida. And one time we were all singing it in the van, riding someplace, and one of my siblings heard me saying Abida.
Yeah.
And turned to me and were like, what did you just say? And I was like, Abida. And they're like, that isn't what it is. Emmeline thinks it's Abida. And then they all laughed at me, and I still didn't know what the real words there.
Because why would siblings tell you that? No, they're not that way.
They eventually told me. It's I'll be there. And I was like, oh, that
the
makes...
whole time you thought Abida.
That makes way more sense. Isn't it funny when you learn the actual lyrics? They're like, that makes sense.
Yep. I feel like most of the time, though, when you make up the lyrics, they're better than what is actually they're singing.
Not that one.
No. This is the rare occasion where it's actually better. That is hilarious.
Yep.
Pita. Oh, that's awesome.
So every once in a while, my sibling will come up to me and be like, be done. And I'm like,
Did they do that a lot when you guys are all together this year?
Not this year,
Oh,
but they
okay.
have in the past.
In the past, when they remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is hilarious. That's awesome. Now to our main segment.
Woohoo!
It took us a long time to get here. Had a lot to talk about.
So we're doing Smallville, Season 3, episodes 20, 21, and 22.
Yeah, last episodes. So it's intense.
Yes. And we got little Emmeline here sitting
Yeah.
on Kindy's lap and looking so cute.
Yeah. She decided to join us.
Do you want to say,
she'll last?
yeah? Emmeline. Aw. She didn't want to.
No. She had a binky. I pulled it out. She put it back in.
You call them binkies?
Yeah, what do you call them?
So my family always called them plugs.
Oh,
Because
I've
you
heard
use
that.
it to plug the hole.
Yeah, because, yeah. That makes sense. Because she's so loud. She
And then
gets
there's
so loud.
pacifier. What else have you heard? Binky, pacifier, plug.
I think that's it.
Okay. I think there's like an
There's got to
English
be
one,
another one.
but they have a weird name for it in England.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't think of what.
Ben, what is it? He's probably shouting at us. It's this! It's this!
Okay. Anyway, you can tell us later,
Yeah.
listeners.
Yeah, we'll revisit that. All right, so the first episode, what did you call it?
I called it Kawachi Superman knife.
Wow, that is so far from their one
One word.
word name. Talisman.
Talisman.
Yeah.
That's a cool name, though.
Yeah.
All right. When a Kawachi man, Jeremiah Holtzclaw, steals a mythical knife from the caves, he is bestowed with superpowers similar to Clark's and comes to believe that he is the savior Naman, the man who fell from the stars. Clark learns the Kawachi legend that the knife can kill Naman's greatest enemy and sets out to reclaim the weapon before Jeremiah can use it on Lionel to fulfill the ancient prophecy.
Yeah, you want to say something? Now you're getting cold feet. Rude. I'm going to interrupt, but then not interrupt.
Yeah.
She takes her binky out. We try to get her to say yeah, and she just slowly puts it back in
in.
her mouth.
All right. So
too
this
funny.
one was kind of cool.
It was a good one. Although, you know what's weird is the myth of the
Naman and Sageeth.
well, the fact that the knife can kill Naman's greatest enemy, yet when the greatest enemy touches the knife, it disintegrates.
Yeah.
How is that supposed to kill their greatest enemy when
Well,
it
it
disintegrates?
makes it so there's a flaw because every like super weapon has to have a super flaw, right?
But that seems too flawful. It's too flawed because you go to kill him, but it disintegrates. So
no, like as long as Naman's holding it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it can't kill him if it's disintegrated because they got to it first.
They did.
But
And what was cool is both Lionel and Lex touched it at like the same time. One of them touched it first, but they don't show.
they don't.
And so you're like, who's Sageeth? We don't know. We don't know who. I mean, we know
Yeah.
who Clark's greatest enemy is, but Clark doesn't know.
Because if Lionel hadn't have died or whatever happens to him, would it have been Lionel? Lex could have still been his friend because they had a common enemy.
They did.
But since he's out of the picture, Lex takes that mantle. So it's too bad Lionel, whatever happened to him, isn't Superman's nemesis.
Yeah.
Because that would have been cool. Because I feel so bad for Lex. Every episode, I'm like, poor Lex. He just has the worst luck. His dad is terrible.
Yep, he is. Okay, so there was a couple things I liked in. I love characters that throw other characters' words back at them.
Yeah.
I always think that's clever writing.
It is.
Because I'm like,
it's very clever.
I'm like, well,
I love that stuff.
And I wish that I could do that. Like I had that power to remember words people say.
Yeah.
So that I can not necessarily throw it back at them, but like
Re-say
it and in a prime moment that makes it really funny.
Yeah.
So good talking, Emmeline. Are you going to talk?
Just when you are.
Apparently. Okay,
That's what we're doing.
One thing I didn't like was Lana. Lana's going to go to Paris.
Good riddance.
She's thinking. She's like, I want to go to Paris. But Lex, I need money to go to Paris. And I also don't want you to sell the Talon while I'm away. And I'm like, what a demanding punk
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
Like, give me money and don't sell this thing that I made you keep.
Yeah. Right. Hey, if you're not going to cooperate as a co-host, you can't stay.
Coco.
Yeah, you could be our Coco. But that means you can't be grabby and not grab the mic. Okay? You can just talk into it. You gonna talk into it? Nope, you're looking for your binky.
Oh, I liked how Jeremiah had a moment where he threw Clark.
Yeah.
Like super threw him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, now Clark knows what it feels like
to be thrown.
to be thrown the way he throws people around.
Yeah.
And I thought that was good. I mean, I know he's always like cognizant of his powers.
Yeah.
But I think it helps to experience it too, because maybe it made him more aware in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Chloe, the queen of talking about everything, isn't going to talk to Pete about the kiss. What? I was so annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going to gloss over this moment of
They had
convenience.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an annoying convenience.
They'll just ignore it. Oh,
The
misinterpreted things.
Yeah.
Okay, so are there...
Was it when Lex was asking Clark if Sageeth is actually the hero?
Yeah, it was all like throughout the episode. There were just things that got misinterpreted of this legend or whatever. But is there times where you've misinterpreted things and it's been either really great or detrimental?
So I do it when I'm talking to people where I do this all the time where I think I know where they're going, and so I like say something and they go a different way, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, how do I interpret? Like, how do I go from here? Yeah. So I do that, but I do think a lot of the gospel, like the Book of Mormon or the Bible, I think there is a possibility for misinterpretation, but I think it's also dependent upon the person and what they're going through and how they take it at that time, because I think you can read the same scripture years apart and it means or hits differently.
I agree.
And so I don't know. I guess that's not really a misinterpretation.
That's more like personal revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think the only misinterpretation is just me assuming someone's going in a direction in a conversation and they're not going that way. They're going somewhere else. And I'm like, oh, okay. Just kidding.
See, I do it a lot with poor Kyle. Sorry, honey. I do this thing where he says stuff. And I don't. I take what he says and it goes through some sort of filter in my brain and I get this different thing that I then keep in my brain of what he said.
Okay.
When he said something different.
Okay.
And so it's like it goes through some sort of process in my filter.
And it's filtered.
And it's filtered wrong.
Wrongly. Oh, man.
And so I misinterpret what he says. I'm like, so you said it and you meant this. And he's like, I never said that. And I'm like, oh, well.
I worked myself up for nothing.
Exactly.
Still mad at you.
I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, poor guy.
Do you ever, when that happens, do you ever still feel mad because it happened and you just take it out on him because you're mad at yourself, or
I turn it back on myself.
You are okay
because I know that it's my doing, and it isn't like bad things. It will be like he'll be like, oh, let's go. I'm like, hey, can we go do this activity? And he's like, sure. And I'm like,
but says sure the longer way, maybe.
Like, sure. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't really want to go. He never wants to do the things I want to do. And then I say all these things in my head. And then later when I'm like, I'm talking to somebody and they're like, oh, have you ever been to this place? I'm like, no, we've never gone because Kyle doesn't want to go. And he turns to me and he's like, I've never said that. And I'm like, okay.
How did I get that in my head then?
Exactly. So yeah, what sticks in my brain and then what comes out later isn't necessarily what Kyle said. So that's where
you have a lot of misinterpretation.
Yes. Because I remember the thing so that I'll never ask him to do something he doesn't necessarily want to do.
Yeah.
But that isn't necessarily what he said.
Gotcha.
And I report what I remember and not what he said.
You're interpreting the body language and tones.
Yes.
Where
and maybe
that aren't there. For him. Yeah.
Because he's like, I would be fine going there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't really want to go. You just want to... You want to stay home and play board games.
Yeah. That's what you want to do.
I know it. You know it. You're just willing to do things you don't want to do because you love me.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I did think it was interesting where they have Lex say that line where he's wondering if Sageeth is actually the hero, and it's like, where did you hear that is a possibility? Where in all the wording and the translations or what have you, or is he just making it up because nobody had a conversation with him? Whereas Clark has the chief who tells him Naman is the savior, and Sageeth is the one trying to destroy Naman.
Well, I think Lex just likes to look at things differently. Like nobody's ever looked at it this way before.
Is it that, or is it the fact that he's grasping at straws because, like he's said in the past or in future episodes, I think, where he has a dark side that he's fighting against?
Yeah, he knows that about himself, but I think part of him taking on the role he takes on as, like, ends up fighting Superman is he sees himself as the good guy in this situation where he's like, Sageeth could be the one that's saving everybody from this all-powerful being that could take over the world and have us be his subservient populace.
Oh, that's interesting. Because Jor-El is wanting him to be the conqueror.
Yes.
So,
And so
I wonder if in
Lex
future
sees it
episodes
that way as well.
he hears that and is like, okay, I've got to. That is interesting.
Because, like if an alien came to Earth and did have all these powers, who's the person
Who's the
that's
one
going
to
to
keep
fight
him
back?
in check?
Yeah. And
Because he
that's-
does say that. He's like, somebody's got to keep this all-powerful being in check.
Yeah. Because if
Challenge
they,
him or whatever.
if they have some sort of badness in them,
Yeah.
that could take over. And then
Which we've seen with the red kryptonite.
Yeah. that this could turn into a bad thing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, man. Poor Lex. I want him to be good, but I know it's not in the cards. I'm like, he's a friend. He's a buddy. Let's be friends. But,
well, let's get to episode 21, which I called Emily Part 2.
Forsaken. Clark decides to tell Lana his secret so they can finally be together. Meanwhile, a rogue FBI agent kidnaps and tortures Pete to force him to reveal Clark's secret. Lex panics after the FBI gives him 24 hours to divulge information on his father or face jail time, but help arrives from an unexpected source.
Dun, dun, dun.
For Lex?
Help arrives for Lex.
What, like Chloe?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Were you expecting Chloe to team up with Lex?
No. Well, I mean, she doesn't want to be held accountable to. She doesn't want to be under the thumb of Lionel anymore.
Right.
So it makes sense that she would team up with Lex. I mean, she's shown up to him multiple times over the past seasons to help him in various ways.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense.
I thought it was funny when Lionel shows up to talk to Chloe at the school. And Chloe said, he's like, "Good evening, Miss Sullivan." And slightly under her breath, Chloe says, "Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the hallways."
Yeah. Yep.
I thought that was such a good line. I was like, oh, and it was just delivered so perfectly.
She's such a good actress. She's so good.
I thought it was interesting that Clark's like, to stop Lana from going to Paris, I need to tell her my secret. I'm like, what a horrible idea.
Too late now, buddy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anybody who's like, oh, you're going to tell me the last minute? Yeah, I'm still going. You should have thought about this way before.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
I was like, no, not the time.
Although, not going to lie, I was like, is he actually going to tell her? And then she freaks out and she leaves anyway.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure, I was like, he's going to tell her. And then when Pete pieces out, I was like, oh,
That's true.
he ain't telling nobody again.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was so sad, especially since Pete is such a good character. Like, they underutilized him.
They did.
Which is so unfortunate. I wish they had kept that relationship more than the one between Clark and Chloe. Like, they just...
Chloe's awesome, too.
She is. But it seems like the relationship, the closeness would be with Clark and Pete. Because they always talked about hanging out and growing up together.
Friends
Doing all. But it's always Clark and Chloe or Clark and Lana. It's hardly ever Clark and Pete.
Yep. Nope. I mean, I'm sure there was something on the acting side where, like, they were like, we can't afford to keep you, or, you know,
or
we haven't been utilized.
Yeah.
Stuff, and it just didn't work out. So Pete did get a couple of good lines in before he left. He referred to Lex as Uncle Lester.
I love that.
Oh, that made me laugh. From the Addams Family. It was so good.
Yeah, it was. It was great.
So the thing that I wanted to... Is there a situation where you trusted your instincts and, like, it panned out correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't remember any of them.
Yeah.
There is one I guess there's one where I was debating twice, actually. 3 times? But I also, it was also inspiration from
Heavenly Father.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was my instinct and he just confirmed it, or if it was just him, and I'll just use that as an example.
See, that's when it comes to instincts, I think it's always the spirit prompting you stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what instincts are.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, we could debate on what instincts are, but in this case, we'll keep it superficial. So the one was whether or not to be deployed to Afghanistan, because I had a choice to stay. Mm-hmm. I chose to go. That was good. I actually had a feeling I needed to go, which is weird. Why have a feeling to go to war? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's something I needed to grow and develop. Who knows? And then I had a feeling to go back to school. That's where I met Matt. So that one panned out really well. I was inspired, I guess I should say, that I needed to go back to school. And then the third one is whether or not to stay longer in the military, because my time was coming up. So I was like, do I sign on longer or do I just call it quits? And
right.
I felt inspired to call it quits. So yeah. So those are the 3 that are like really there. What about you?
Mine aren't as drastic as yours.
Well, and that's where you could call mine inspiration. So maybe I don't have any good instinct ones.
There was a situation when, on my mission, it was before we had our bikes, and we were walking home, and it was like, go on this street. Instead, it was the end of the night, and it ended up working out because there was a lady who was from one of our wards, one of the churches, and she, like, saw us and flipped a Yui and was like, sisters, come, get in my car. She was from Brazil. and we're like, okay. And we got in our van. She's like, I can drop you home. And we're like, okay. And she's like, because we're on a mission for the church. But she decided, instead of dropping us off at our apartment, she was like, let's go get ice cream because we're on a mission for the church. And so she took us for ice cream, and we were just laughing and having a good time. And then, and she was like, all right, now it's time to go home because we're on a mission for the church.
She must love that saying.
Oh, it was so great. And so we got ice cream, and then we went back to our apartment, and we joked about it. Whenever we'd, like, go around doing stuff, we'd be like, because we're on the mission for the church. Oh, but it was great. Anyway, but if we wouldn't have walked on that road, she wouldn't have turned around and got us and taken us for ice cream, and we never would have had that little quote we always said.
Yeah. You would have missed out on that little life's improvement.
Yes.
Life improvement. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I guess I can talk to my mom's instinct because I remember those ones. There were a couple times in my school life growing up where she kept us home. The one time she felt impressed to keep us home, nothing happened. I mean, nothing happened both times, but there was one time where she felt it and something happened. I don't know what. I never asked her.
Expounded.
Or remember, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, so I've learned from that anytime I feel like I need to keep you kids home, I'll do it. And it happened twice.
Wow.
So.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, nothing happened, but.
I still like that story.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is interesting because when something does happen, we always do the what if I did this, or I should have listened to that, or, things like that. And it's like the moments that you feel something is prompting you to do something, you should do it and then not question it later because you don't want to know maybe what could have happened.
Yes. Yes.
So just appreciate when you listen to those. So
have you ever watched any show or listened to podcasts where bad stuff happens and you're like, ugh, and then you're extra careful with your kids? Or read any books? You're like, that's horrible. Okay, kids, we aren't going to do this thing or this thing. Or we're going to stay home for a while. Or
yeah, we're not going out into the world. Yeah, I remember reading It was before I had kids, though. I don't know if I'd read it again, but it was the Elizabeth Smart.
Oh.
I read her book.
Oh.
I don't know if I could read it again because it's just so sad.
It is.
And she goes through
Awful
details.
stuff.
Yeah, and awful stuff. And the moments where she could have been saved and wasn't is just heartbreaking. And then the moment she finally was, she couldn't trust it because she had been in close calls before, or it's very harrowing. So when we bought this house, I'm like, our kids' windows are in front of the street. I don't like it. I'm going to get bars or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy how you hear those things and you're like, okay, we're going to be really extra safe. But then you just get so into your daily grind that it goes away after a while.
And that's why it's important to follow those promptings, like you were saying.
Yes.
When you have a feeling, follow it, because you never know
what could result.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one made me think of a Dr. Dufenshmirtz quote. It says, "And I like to always say, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, trap it." Did I do a good voice?
You did. It was awesome. I could see his face while you were saying it.
What would you do to keep someone you love from leaving? Like Clark was like, I'm going to tell Lana my secret.
I don't know, because everybody I love doesn't actually... it's out of my control if
Right.
they want to leave. Like Kelsey, she left. What could I do or say to keep her?
Yeah.
It's her life. It's her family. That's where...
I guess we got to go back to our teenage years where it's like, where you have a friend that's leaving, but they don't have to go. It's kind of like, maybe they'll go, maybe they won't go. What would you say to someone in that situation to keep them there?
I don't know. I guess be honest with them. Well, I want you to stay, but I don't want you to regret it. So it is still up to you. I don't know. I don't.
That's good. You're thoughtful.
I don't know. Only in this moment of thinking. I don't know. I usually close down in moments of unsurety, and I don't know what to say. So I don't know. I either say something stupid or I don't say anything at all. So.
Okay, for me, I was like, what would I say? And I was like, I would say yours, except not with the nice thing at the end. I'd be like, I want you to stay. And you were nice, and you were like, but if you need to go, you can go. See, I wouldn't have said that. I would have been like, you need to stay because I need you here.
I don't know. I think... I don't know.
Okay, that wasn't a good question, I guess.
No, it's a good one. It's just, it's hard because I'm not in that situation.
Yeah.
I wasn't, so I don't have anything to reflect on or how I actually behaved in it. And sometimes I think you can think of how you'd want to respond, but I think the reality is different.
Yeah.
Like I think we tend to hide from our actual responses because we want to think that we'd respond
Be a better. Yeah.
Yeah. But until we're in that situation or that happens, kind of like, because I've seen things or videos where like somebody responds totally terrible and you're like, how could you have done that? And it's just the situation of like, that's their natural response.
Like that's how
they
would
didn't
do it.
even know it until that situation came. Right. And now they know. So maybe thinking through it would make it better in the future. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I was trying to think. I'm like, I guess I have been in a situation because you were like, I need to go to war, and I didn't want you to go, but I knew you needed to go, and I didn't say anything otherwise.
Oh, see,
so
there you go.
I was like, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you say? It's
Yeah.
kind of like, and it's kind of out of my hands too because I was picked to go, so it's not like. Well, I mean, until I
But we wrote to
got
each
the
other.
job. Yeah,
and
I
we
still
made
have
tapes.
those. No tapes, mostly letters.
You made me tapes.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, I
You
still
sure?
have them.
Oh, on your mission.
Yeah. And one of them was while you were... Oh.
I never did tapes while I was in Afghanistan.
Okay.
Yeah. But that would have been on your mission because I was doing tapes for a guy I had a crush on. Do you remember that? You participated? Yeah. Yeah. He was one who, in that situation of me leaving, because I joined the military and I didn't tell him about it, and he was very disappointed. He wanted me to get out of it. He definitely wanted that.
So what did he say to you? This we can use an outside source.
Yeah, I can't remember. I just remember being like, you're not supportive at all. Like, I realized, I think at that point, subconsciously, I realized that there are men out there that do not want a woman in the military. And which was true. I think if I wasn't in the military, I probably would have been married a lot sooner and wouldn't have met Matt. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, because my personality
you can't change the past to see the alternate future.
Right? Yeah. There's no way I would have been able to predict it. Although me and Matt know for a fact if we married young, we would have been divorced.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I married Ben Payne, I would have been divorced.
Oh, you mean, I thought you meant married Matt young.
Oh, no. No, different people.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he was like, I was way too immature.
Was there somebody that he was thinking about it with?
I think so, yeah. There were, because there were ladies he was, I mean, we both dated people before we met each other, so.
But you were like engaged. Was he ever engaged?
I don't know. I don't think so. But if he had gone through and actually, because I think deep down he knew something was not right, which, I mean, didn't marry them. So he was better at, acting on instinct than I was. I was like, I'm just going with it because I messed up and maybe this is my redemption, but it wasn't. That was one instinct that I didn't listen to. So.
That was.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say his full name.
Yeah.
Just Ben. Yeah. And then I dated a lot of Joshes. So it's funny that Kelsey married a Josh.
But the Kindy's instinct she didn't listen to was the...
Yeah. I wasted so much time.
She said yes to a guy.
And instantly regretted it, but didn't realize that until much later.
Yeah.
Because I remember going pale white.
And being like, I guess I gotta marry this guy.
What did I just do? Yeah.
And then regretting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, we didn't actually get married, though. Woo-hoo. So at least there was that.
There's times where I was like, you want to be a supportive friend, right?
But if you say something and it continues, then you're the jerk.
Then you're the jerk friend, and then they never want to be friends with you again.
Yeah.
So you got to, walk this tightrope. Because Kindy's asked me, she's like, why didn't you say anything? I'm like, I
did? I asked you that?
No, not outright. This is Emmeline's filter again. You probably didn't ask me outright, but it was more like, I wish I would have realized sooner.
Yeah.
And just been like, let's not do this.
Yeah.
And I interpreted that why didn't you tell me?
No, at no point in my life did I put blame on anyone for not, because I should have been the one.
But I could have, and again, it's like.
But it's not on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be that friend that you hated for the rest of your life. So.
Oh, that would have been so sad if I did. If you had said something and I was like, she doesn't appreciate.
She doesn't support me. And,
yeah.
Who knows?
Would have been interesting and sad. We wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Which would have been sad. We would have missed out on lots of fun times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad it didn't work out that way. I'm glad I don't have that personality and you don't either.
Hooray for that.
Yay for us.
All right. Now you got yours.
Okay, so do you know anyone who clings on to the past as much as Lana does? Do you know anyone? I guess because her parents died when she was young, so maybe that's part of it. Do you know anyone whose parents have died young?
Well, your dad died when you were young, but not both parents.
Yeah. I still have my mom.
Yeah. I don't know anybody who's
I
both
don't either.
lost both their parents.
Do you think it's healthy that she clings on to the past as much as she does? Like resurrecting the Talon and having indignation when Lex is like,
I want to sell
doing?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to sell it. It brings no money in. I'm only doing it because I have a crush on you.
Yeah.
And that's it. Which is a really expensive crush.
It is. But he has lots of money. So
He does.
that's how he funds his crushes, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I have. Like, I don't think I know anybody who's been like that. And I don't think I've known anybody who, like, clings to the past so hard.
I wonder if the writers knew somebody like that. Or
maybe.
why would you make someone so annoying up?
I mean, I know people that hold on to, like, certain parts. So,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe it's how she copes. Some people cope differently. Like,
Yeah.
like this is how, like, having this is like having my parents around.
Yeah.
It's a place where I can go to feel secure, which is what your parents are to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's her secure place that it's like going home.
Yeah.
Because her aunt moved too.
Where does she live? She's a freaking high schooler and she's pseudo. Like, how has that not been addressed?
I don't know.
Chloe and her dad have to basically, like, live in hiding towards the end of this. And she's, still in that house by herself?
No, she's going to Paris.
Yeah, but she still has to live somewhere before she goes to Paris.
No, she leaves before they go in hiding.
But everything's still happening. Like,
Lana leaves,
I guess
and then they
that's
go
true.
into hiding. So she's still living with them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll give you that.
And we haven't gotten there yet. The listeners have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's future stuff, and I've got some issues with that.
Yeah.
Some really big issues.
I don't know if it's necessarily healthy, but everybody needs a coping thing that how they deal with. So maybe it's healthy for her.
Yeah.
I don't like it because it is annoying.
Yeah. She's
Especially
just annoying. Why is it that the character who moves the plot along is the most annoying? Maybe it's just the two shows that I'm thinking of, and that's not the case in other ones.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of other shows, but they're comedy. I think drama is like the only case where the situation presents itself. But I don't know any drama. Oh, Grey's Anatomy I used to watch. But she wasn't annoying, the main character.
See? So it does.
So
They don't
it is
have
possible.
to be annoying.
Yeah, they don't have to be annoying. So why do
But yeah, Lana's a plot device. I know I've said that in the past, but that's how I kind of cope with her being how she is. Yeah. Is I'm like, she's what moves the plot.
I just wish she would.
That's her purpose.
I wish she would get with Lex a lot sooner because I feel like she's less annoying when she's with him.
Hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like they...
Like when he was like that kickboxing episode.
Yeah.
Like I felt like she was less annoying.
Yeah.
Less
She's
whiny and... Where's me? Everybody's obsessed with me. Why? I'm so important.
Everybody's important in their own life, right? They're
Yeah,
all the
she's
main
a little-
character of their story.
Yeah, but she's the actual main character of everyone's story because everyone loves Lana. Which I love I can't remember who said it. They're like, shocker, you like Lana. It's like, exactly. This is getting ridiculous. So there was a point in this episode where it almost seems like Lionel is going to get away with murder because of the connections and all the money he has. And so I am wondering if it seems like justice might be taking a back seat.
So for me, it's like, when doesn't money kind of help rich people
Yeah.
in bad situations? Because it does a lot
A lot.
in the world.
All the time.
Because usually people at the top are crooked anyway. That's kind of how they got there. And I'm not dissing politicians or whoever's listening to this that's high up. Because maybe you're just fine. But a lot of them are. A lot of them maybe aren't. But
Well, and it's
the ones that we hear about are the crooked ones. So
Yeah.
it makes it feel like there's a majority there, and maybe it's a minority.
Yeah. Well,
So-
they're not treated the same as others. They don't get put into general population like Martha Stewart. She probably didn't go into general population.
No.
She probably got this sweet setup of I don't know what, but
Maybe she decorated her cell really nice
yeah,
with
maybe she did.
little
daisies.
trinkets
Yeah,
that she made in the craft room.
of her $1 billion jail cell. I don't know, but yeah. And then I thought, well, maybe they do get justice, and it's just not in this life.
Yeah.
Because
Well, that's
ultimately,
definitely true. But
yeah, and maybe that's the consolation prize is hopefully realizing that
the bad guys,
the bad guys will get their comeuppance,
yeah,
or maybe Jesus knows their heart
and they're okay.
and they're okay, or they just need to spend some time in the bad place and then they're redeemed. It's going to be interesting.
It is, and I'm glad I'm not in that position that I have to
Same.
judge.
Oh my gosh, same here. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Thank goodness.
Amen, sister.
I guess it's like in the news we hear about the bad stuff, and not necessarily all the great stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, there are news shows that do, have the special time where they focus on the good stuff, but because there's the bad
more
stuff needs
focus.
to be the bad stuff people need to be made aware of, because like the bad guy is loose. Everybody be careful.
Watch out.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a whole lot more good than bad going on in the world. It's just
I think it's reversing. It's got to for the Lord to come.
right, which we hope is soon. But at the same time, I don't want the bad stuff.
Yeah, I don't either.
So it's like, I hope the
But it's
Lord
already
comes
happening.
yeah.
So it's almost like just make it quick. Just rip the Band-Aid off.
the
Because it's
the bad
so
stuff
written.
doesn't need to be
Drawn out.
long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah. I'm fine if Jesus comes tomorrow.
me too. Even if I'm not up to par,
Have a
I still want it to happen.
Yeah. Yep. Same. I don't care where I'm at. I'm fine if, wherever I end up, I just don't. Just the kids. The kids
Yes.
that go and
Have
suffer
to-
through all these things.
The crap that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the Great British Bake Off, and they've got episodes where they do fundraising bake-offs.
Uh-huh.
And the one that I'm watching is like a sports, not sports, a comic. They call it weird because the first one was the sports relief. I thought it had everything to do with sports. It doesn't. They have it's basically charities to help society.
Oh,
It has
okay.
hardly anything to do with sports. Why they call it that, I don't know. And then they had a comic relief charity. I think it's just who's representing the charity. I think
okay.
that's what it
Is
is
the
intended.
sport people and then
Yeah.
comedians.
Yeah. So they had comedians for this last one, and they talked about how I can't remember the continent or the country, but where just kids are on the street. And if they can't find enough money to buy food and water, they go in the garbage. And so these reliefs are creating centers for food and education and actually allowing them to be kids. And it's so hard. I cry every time. Every time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then there's human trafficking and just
That's the
terrible.
worst.
It's terrible. The annoying
had that.
part is hearing U.S. citizens talking about how they're being treated cruelly, and yet no one wants to talk about human trafficking or child abuse or all these other things. It's like, screw you and your
the bigger-
rights that you think are being violated. How about we talk about all these other
The
things?
important things.
Yeah.
that not your rights, your lives are being violated.
Yeah. It's like, calm down.
Bigger deal.
Stop thinking of yourself, and how about we actually take down these people that are treating children horribly.
There was this, so in my English class, we had to write of a human rights violation that's happening, not in our country.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so mad. I told Kyle, I was like, honey, how come we can't focus on something that I can actually do something about? Because, yes, it's important to know what's going on in the world, but how come I'm writing a paper on what's happening? How is that going
to help them?
Like a person in South Carolina wrote a paper about how there isn't literacy in South Sudan. Now they're going to change their minds and fix it. No, that isn't how it works. But I was like, if it was something that I could focus on here that I could actually go and help fix, because I'm never going to go to South Sudan.
No.
If I did, that would be awesome and I could help out there, but that's not going to happen.
Right?
And here in the United States, if there was something going on, I could go and help fix it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw the teacher's point of view that we need to look outside of ourselves, but I'm like, that's what this whole paper is. So why not look outside of ourselves where we can actually make a difference? Anyway,
yeah,
I had a big issue with that.
No, I would too.
Because we had to hone down in on something. So we had to kind of research lots of violations in order to figure out what you wanted to write about. And just all the stuff that's out there. It's just awful.
It is.
So I get where you're coming from. But I do think that there's still a lot of good going on in the world. So
yeah, there is. Especially the people who create charities to help the issues that are happening.
And hopefully the charities are actually helping.
It's ironic, though, that the charities that are trying to help get blocked by our own government and our own force that is supposed to be for good. And they just get red taped. It is.
I know nothing about
that. I've listened to a lot of things on human trafficking and child pornography and people that are trying to help and how they get blocked.
That's the worst. That should not be going on.
No,
don't block the help.
It shouldn't. No. Yeah, but it is. And it's I can see where the problem is. Our own government is involved, and it's horrific, which I'm grateful that other things are happening. So anyway, all right.
Okay.
So last episode of this season.
Yes. Okay, so 22, I called it Kryptonian number 1.
Covenant.
Okay.
And I thought of one because I was like, that's interesting. Last man and woman.
Last man and woman.
Yeah, because there's a line she says, we're the last ones. And she kind of alluded to we have to populate Krypton again. It's you're going to do it in a cave? Okay.
Okay. So Kara, a beautiful girl who possesses superpowers and claims to be from the planet Krypton, tries to entice Clark to fulfill his destiny. Overwhelmed, Clark turns to his parents for advice, but is shocked when Kara forces Jonathan to finally reveal the deal he made with Clark's biological father, Jor-El. Also, Clark makes the discovery that ultimately redefines his relationship with Lex, and Clark's relationship with Lana reaches a new stage. Meanwhile, the FBI investigation triggers the latest battle between Lex and Lionel.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so for this one, Lionel gets put in jail.
A fancy one, too.
Oh, yeah. All by himself.
What is this? This is a Martha Stewart kind of lockdown.
All white and pretty.
And he's in his own place.
I think they just did that for, drastic effect. But it was very pretty. And very clean.
He would be in his cell all by himself in a nice one.
Yeah.
Because
he's rich.
He's got connections and he's rich.
Yep.
Not enough connections, apparently, but to me, I think too much.
Yeah. So Mr. Kent asks Chloe for help, which I thought was interesting. He's like,
that was weird.
I hear you have lots of connections, so I'm here.
Which, how?
Can you look up this Kara girl's fingerprints? Which I just thought it was funny, like Mr. Kent going to Chloe, and she was like, sure, anything, Mr. Kent. Like,
okay,
it was weird for her, too.
Yeah, it was.
It was great.
Yeah.
I didn't like Lana's hair in this episode. I thought it was really ugly.
Oh yeah, they tried to curl it. Is
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't. It doesn't look good. Curl it, wavy. It wasn't really curly. It was.
It
wavy.
was like
It was like they got it wet and then
Gel.
put a lot of
gel
gel
in
in it. Yep,
And
and then
made it-
didn't touch it after that.
yeah. So it was just stuck in the crunchy stage.
Yeah, before the uncrunching, I guess. I don't know.
At the very end of the episode, it's like the world's gonna end, or like Clark's gonna go and leave forever, and it was just kind of like all this doom and gloom.
Tons of things happening.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then Lionel getting his head shaved, because Lionel, listeners, has like this long flowy
Shoulder length mane.
mane of hair.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like a
And
lion.
then, and then somebody walks in all muscular with the same length of hair, kind of looking like him. I was like, Lionel's not staying in jail. They're going to sneak him out.
Yeah.
And then I thought, he looks way better without his hair.
Buzzed.
Yeah.
It's better buzzed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And then, you get reborn Clark at the very end, which was weird. So my question, like, what are the pros and cons of having secrets?
The pros is you don't have to address the secret. You can keep it a secret and it doesn't have to be dealt with. That's
is
the
a pro.
The con is you can't move past whatever it is that's holding you back, because I feel like if you have a secret, it's because you're either ashamed of it or it affects the other person and you can't move past it. Like, it's always there. Even if you don't talk about it, it's almost like it becomes another person in that room with the other person you're keeping it from.
Oh, I've never thought of it that way. I like that.
Depending on how big it is. If
Right.
it's small, obviously it's not going to be another person. But if it's big,
it's
like
like a
hey,
little-
guess what, Lana? I can fly. Well, I have the potential. And I'm an alien.
I can shoot fire out of my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Because everybody within the show kind of, and that's the way dramas work. People have secrets and they
Yeah.
keep it from other people, and that's just drama for you. Nobody
You think
communicates
everybody has
properly.
a secret, right? You're like, oh, jeez.
If you would have just told them this, or
Yeah.
if you would have just said that,
Yeah.
I think that's like every love story is like,
There's got
if
to be
they would
something.
just communicate,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be the drama in the middle of the show. But then there wouldn't be a show, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I was
The
like,
storyline would be over in 5 minutes. I like you. I like
Me
you
too.
Let's hang out. Okay.
hey,
Let's be
this
together.
is going good.
Let's communicate.
Let's get married.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. It would be very short half-hour show.
So I like the way you described that. Pros and cons. That was great. I was always just like, the pros of secrets is like, for me, secrets are always like fun things. Like, don't tell Daddy we got that for him for his birthday.
Yeah.
And then,
the secret until it comes out,
yeah,
kind of a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are way the secret for the surprise.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are better.
those are better. So those are fun.
Those are the
That's
pros of secrets.
But then the con is, your little kid could leak
Blow it.
leak the secret early.
Yeah.
But, as a parent, you're just like, oh, whatever. That's going to happen or it won't.
Yeah.
It's good practice
It's still a surprise. Yeah.
of holding something back for a little while. Is it good, though? Like, that we teach our kids
To have secrets.
to have secrets? Is that a good thing?
I think they learn it no matter what.
Yeah.
I think they need to learn the good parts of having secrets, but I think it's human nature because they do it anyway. There's something that they did they don't want to tell us. That's a secret.
That's true.
So
withholding truth. It's also lying.
Yeah. Kids learn a lot of things just by being human.
Yes. Being with other people.
Unfortunately, nothing we can do about,
It reminds me
certain parts of it.
You remember Robbie from Cinnamon Tree?
Yes.
He had this little ditty he always sang, and for whatever reason, I've remembered it all these years. Because he said, secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, it's true in ways that, like, when you withhold stuff, it could have the potential of hurting other people. Yeah. So be careful with your secrets. If they have the potential of hurting someone, it's not a good secret to have.
Yeah. Maybe talk to somebody about it. Yeah. Maybe the person you're keeping it from.
Yeah.
But yeah. I cannot believe they killed off Chloe.
I know.
They killed her off. I have a feeling, though, that honestly, listeners, I did see the next season because I couldn't wait. But before I saw what happened, I had a feeling that they'd bring her back. They do it all the time, and it's so annoying. Nobody's actually dead. Because they can bring them back and be like, oh, well, there, we did this, or she did that, or she wasn't actually standing there because she walks through the house. She shuts the door, and
it explodes. Yeah.
But when it's blowing up, you don't actually see her at the door. You just see flames.
Yep.
But you kind of looks like she's standing there.
Oh, yeah. It does.
So I couldn't believe they killed her off. But then I thought they'll bring her back if she's actually coming back. Because there is a point that she's no longer because, you know, if you've ever followed the cult she joined, she's too preoccupied to be an actress. Well, just a little bit. I don't know at what point she stops.
Yeah.
Is it season 4 that she stops? I can't remember. I can
Do
Google
you want
it.
me to tell you?
I want you to
Okay.
tell me.
She doesn't stop. If Smallville was over before that happened.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. All right.
Sorry, listeners, you're probably so confused. So the actress that plays Chloe ended up, while she was in Smallville, became part of this cult that went really bad.
Yeah.
It started out just fine. She went there to, like, improve acting skills. That's why she went.
Which I don't understand why.
Because
she was good way
awesome.
before. Yeah. She was good before she even joined.
Yeah. Anyway.
Whatever. Somebody somewhere must have planted a doubtful seed in her brain and it flourished.
Yep. And so she joined this cult, and then it went really bad, and she was still a part of it, and she participated in really bad stuff, and then ended up having to testify in court and in jail and all sorts of things. So but that was after Smallville was over. So.
Okay. All right. Well, now I've got that in my head.
Yeah.
I guess she'll be around for a while.
You can kind of see towards the end when it starts to affect her.
Oh, okay. Because her acting is worse.
Yeah. It's interesting. Her acting's good. She just kind of isn't there. It feels like she isn't there.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Creepy.
Yeah, kind of creepy. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing that sadness.
Which was really too bad because she is an awesome actress and I always appreciated her. But
yeah, she could have gone so much farther.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. That's all of the things. So let's do our tally board. We had one title said an episode, Covenant was said. Then we had Mom said 12 times. We had Bad Guy Opera twice.
I did think, I was like, if Lionel's getting locked up, is Lex going to take the mantle of the opera?
Not necessarily right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at some point, he's got to. He's going to turn to the bad guy. Right now, it's just Lionel.
Yep. Okay, and then first name, last name, 21 times. And then reverse Bechtel, where two guys only talk about a girl for the whole conversation. We had 2 passes in the episode 21. Lionel and Dinsmore talk about Emily, so Emily's dad.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the last episode, Lex and Clark talk about Lana. So I've been writing down this other thing that we're going to start in season 4. Because right at the beginning, somebody gets put in danger.
Yeah.
And then the song instantly comes on. Somebody save Lana. Because they always insert the person's name who's in danger.
Oh,
I have been writing them down all along.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I need to just have that be a thing. Cause
Yeah. If you write it down, why not mention it?
yeah. So
Okay.
we'll start that starting in season 4.
All right. Should
And
we
then
tell them
maybe-
what we're going to do?
Yes. Let's do it. Wait, we got to do our Emmeline's favorite Superman.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Okay. So in the Talisman episode, Clark's talking to his dad. And he's like, who do you think I'll become? And Jonathan was like, you could be the world's greatest hero or its most mild-mannered citizen.
I loved that.
But you get to choose.
Yeah.
And then he ends up being both.
Yeah. I do love that he doesn't say you could be what Jor-El wants you to be. I love that he didn't say that.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not that
You get
guy.
to be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's not the conqueror.
Okay.
Because we'd be screwed.
What's your eye roll moment?
So in episode 20, Jeremiah and Clark are fighting for the last time, and Clark does a headbutt move, and they're like inches away from each other, and then Jeremiah goes flying.
He has a force field of power.
Yeah, he does. He can just push the air and you go flying through it. Yeah.
Oh, I do have a note from last episode. Before we get to the end stuff. Last episode, girls' camp. I talked about girls' camp.
Oh, yeah.
Did I talk about girls' camp?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, one of the other leaders who was there, Jen, she's from my ward, and so we were over the young women together in our church, and she was like, at girls' camp, like, everybody looks like
they've been camping.
Yeah, like camping.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's essentially what she said. She's like, everybody kind of looks like they've been camping, but Emmeline's gonna just look the same. And I was like, so does that mean I always look crappy? So I asked her, I'm like, so do you think I always just look? She's like, no, it's because you always look good. And I'm like, is that really what you mean?
Did not come across that way. See what I mean? She tells you how she sees you, and then it comes across as an insult because if you don't look put together, aka makeup, jewelry, whatever you wear normally, you're camping. Yeah. So it's like, that's how you see me. Great, thanks. Good to know.
I always
Dudes don't say that. They don't care.
They don't.
Only women care.
But it's not that I cared. It was just that it was so funny.
Yeah.
That I was like, wow, I always look like I'm camping. Okay, so our next episode, we are going to have a special episode. We aren't going to do Smallville. That will be in a couple more episodes. We'll get back to Smallville, but we're going to have a few episodes where we're going to talk about cystic fibrosis this next time, and then we'll do Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And we'll give you just some of our life experience with those. So
one day maybe we'll hear from Emmeline the younger on her feelings of how she feels about. Maybe for her it's no different because it's just what it is.
Been her whole life.
But yeah, one day maybe we'll hear from her.
That will be fun.
That would be.
We would love to hear from you. We post a question on our Facebook page along with pictures from the episode. So if you want to check those out, you can reach out to us there on Facebook or on our email. And there are links to both of those on our website. And they're all listed in the show notes.
We would like to encourage you to help us grow by telling others about us. Maybe something you've learned here today, telling them how Emmeline contorts herself so she doesn't pee her pants, and describing how she does it.
Oh.
And how now she's regretting it. We'd like to thank Red Production for the music and Jonica for our logo, and to our listeners, we are grateful for the ones we have and our potential future ones. We appreciate ya.
Toodle pip.
Maybe you'll have to re-explain Toodle Pip for any new listeners that don't want to go back that far. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, so just like a throwback to a couple episodes ago, you asked me like how Lorenzo's voice is sounding. Obviously, when we came and visited, you got to hear.
Yes. How deep it is.
How deep his voice is now. But I wanted to compare Kyle to Lorenzo because I knew you knew what Kyle sounded like.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, Kyle and Lorenzo say, hey, pretty lady to me. I don't know why I chose that phrase, but I did. And so they did. And then, and you know, it was pretty similar, obviously, because he has a deep voice now. But then Clark said, hey, have all of us say it. And I was like, okay, you say it too, Clark. And he said, hey, mama. And I was like, yes, high five for you. Oh, it's nice when you get funny compliments. Which I got two of, I guess. One from my other leader and one from Clark.
Yeah.
So I give Clark some Riz points for that. And then we use bus and unk all the time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all the time.
Just like it's nothing new.
Yeah,
Just
but every time I say it, Lorenzo's like, oh.
Oh, that's awesome.